Hi, my name is Harmandeep Singh. Today I will be talking about culture and its different aspects, symbols, values and norms, and culture, subculture, and countercultures. Culture shapes how we think, behave, and interact with others. It's not just about food or clothing. It's about shared meaning, values, norms, and language that bind people together. Firstly, what is culture? Culture has two components: material culture, physical things like clothes, building, or smartphones; non material culture, idea, beliefs, languages, values, rules. Together, these create the way of life for society. For example, a traffic light material only works because we agree that red means stop, non-material. Secondly, symbol and languages. Symbols are anything with shared meaning like peace sign or rational flag. Language is a system of symbols. It's how we transmit, transmit culture across generations. The Spear Probes hypothesis says language can influence how we think. For instance, some language used gendered work for object, which can severely shape how people describe and even think about those objects. Although debated, the idea shows how language and culture are deeply connected. Values, beliefs, and norms. Values are what culture stands, for example, valuing freedom or respect. Brief, Briefs are specific idea we hold true, like believing education leads to success. Then come norms, the rules of behavior. These fall into three types. Folways means casual rules like saying please. Secondly, moral or legal rules like stealing. Divorce, deeply forbidden actions like incest. Violating these norms lead to different levels of social reaction from awkward stares to legal punishment. Fourth, high culture versus low culture. Culture is not one size fits all. We often divide it into high culture, elite activities like opera or classical art, popular low culture, things many people enjoy like pop music or TV shows. Both are valid for expression, but their own reflect class differences. Fifthly, subculture and counterculture. Not everyone follows the mainstream. We have subcultures, group, groups which distinct styles or values within society. Examples: goats, hypers, skaters. Now on countercultures. Groups that reject mainstream values altogether. A major example is the 1960s hypo movie that opposed war, promoted peace, love, and civil rights. These culture often challenges social norms and push for change. Sixth, anthropocentrism and multiculturalism. Anthropocentrism is judging other culture using your own as a standards. For example, thinking your way of eating or dressing is normal, while others weird. This leads to Europeanism, where European traditions are seen as a superior. In contrast, multiculturalism values all culture equality. It promotes diversity, inclusion, and respect for differences, recognizing that no one culture is better than another. Seventh, cultural change. Cultural change. Culture is not static. It changes constantly. Change change happens through invention like smartphone, discovery like finding a new food or sources, and diffusion like music, fashion, ideas spreading. But not all parts of culture involve quality fast. That's called a cultural lag, like our school calendars still being based on an old farming schedules. Eighth, sociological perspectives. Two keys sociological perspective explain culture. Functionalism says culture unites people and keeps society stable. Conflict theories argues that culture often benefit the powerful, reinforcing inequality, like how mainstream culture favors domain groups. Both views are useful to understand why culture can be unit and divided. So, now on conclusion. The conclusion culture is not based just background noise in our lives. It shapes everything we do, from how we greet people to how we think. By studying symbol values, norms, and subcultures, we become more aware of ourselves and more respectful towards others. So, thank you.